Welcome to Twist Talks Season 2, where we discuss the Japanese game Twisted Wonderland.
This season, we will be focusing more on gameplay, but still have theories, headcanons, and other random nonsense as always.
For the sake of spoilers within our podcast, we will only be discussing the international release over the Japanese release.
Hi, I'm Tilsa, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name's Kaden, and my pronouns are I don't give a fuck.
My name is Wonder, and I use any pronouns.
Hello. Welcome to our podcast. Today we're going to stick with our tradition of kind of doing a New Year's bedtime story. And so this is our second bedtime story we've done. It's just going to be Wonder and I today. Tillis is still a bit sick, so yeah.
Yeah. So this time, we both picked two. Kaden are once again ones that they wrote, and I actually found Twisted Wonderland authors with blanket permission, which made me so happy. So thank you to doxian and foxyexy for having blanket permission. And if you are a Twisted Wonderland fic author, or just a fic author in general, blanket permission is very nice. Okay.
Maybe I should put blanket permission on mine. That's a lot of
effort. If you want other people to podfic them.
I don't really want. I only want you to podfic them.
Okay. Which one do you want me to read first? Pick a number 1 through 4.
3.
Or just tell me. Okay. 3 is one of yours.
Yay!
So this is... I'm less mad now that you've told me it's platonic. Still mad about the tagging. But this is Running Late by Kaden18. Summary: Savannah Claw finds out Jack is Phil's childhood friend.
Yippee!
Do I have to read the author's note?
Yes. Sorry, I just took a weird drink of water.
It's okay. Author's notes. Wrote this quickly and to annoy a friend who hates Phil. Heart.
Yeah.
Fuck you too. Did we have me read tags? I don't think so.
No. I honestly kind of just threw whatever I could think of up there. I literally posted this about 20 minutes ago, so.
Yeah. And only specifically for this recording.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, we should have mentioned we've got 2 pretty short ones. Those are yours. 1 shorter one, and then 1 nice long one. So everyone buckle in for, well, that's probably, I'll say that's the one we'll end with. So everyone buckle in for 8,500 words of Callie Jammy. That'll be the last one, though.
Okay, I just want everyone to know we posted these fics in our fanfic recommendations on our podcast Discord, and
everyone join the Discord if you want to talk to us.
Yeah. Honestly, so honest, we're only on the Discord when we start recording, and then I start doing crazy stuff adding new emotes and everything. But yeah.
Most of the emotes are, again, specifically to annoy me.
Yes.
You should know this by now. This is just our dynamic between the two of us. We only do anything to spite the other person.
Yeah.
Or, no, I phrased that wrong. Everything we do is to spite each other. There we go.
Yeah. I can't believe I published that 20 minutes ago and it's got 14 hits. Good job, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see any.
Damn. 1 bookmark, and it's not me. I did not bookmark my own thing.
Oh, nice. I didn't either. Okay. Anyway, Running Late by Kaden18. AKA Kaden. Okay. Jack was used to having to explain his relationship with Phil. He's done it tons of times when he's gone to Phil's movie premieres. They are just childhood friends, okay? What he didn't expect was someone like Reggie to know exactly who Vil's father was when he brought up going to the Shaftlands to visit Mr. Venue. Well, he honestly should have. Eric Venue is more famous than Vil himself. That was Jack's mistake. But here he was, being interrogated by Reggie, a few confused doormates, and of course, a bored Leona. Guys, it's no big deal. It so is a big deal, Jack, Reggie huffed again as he turned to continue his pacing in front of the chair he had Jack in. You're saying that the Eric Venue invites you to his house for holidays. And not only that, but so does the Vil Schönheit. Yeah, because we were like childhood best. Yeah, because we were like childhood friends. I don't know why I put the best in there. They were, but like, it's not there.
I'm sorry. I'll fix it.
No, don't. That's me. It's okay. All right. Anyway, continuing. Whenever they were not out filming, we would hang out. What's wrong with that? Jack sighed as he leaned back into the chair. I guess nothing. Just wanted to see how you knew them, especially since I've not once seen Vil acknowledge your presence. Jack shrugs. Jack shrugs, as if he needed Vil to ruin his social life by adding in the fact that they are friends. Yeah, right. Jack's got enough to worry about at school. Is this done now? Is this done with now? Mr. Venue likes things on time? Ruggy rolled his eyes, but shooed Jack away. Jack was quick with it, grabbing his bag and running to the Hall of Mirrors, just in time to see Vil pulling out his phone in front of the large magic mirror. Hey, Jack raised his... Oh my god! Jack raised his hand in a wave to say hi. Vil looked up from his phone at Jack. You're late for once. Hold on, I've got to document that. Okay, that's actually really funny. I hate Vil, but that is very funny, actually. Vil quickly snapped a photo of Jack, putting a few stickers around Jack's face to hide his identity. Jack's parents never really wanted him online, and Vil respected that. Absolutely, that is so fair. After Jack's face was properly hidden, Vil made a comment on the picture saying, friend's first time being late, before setting it out on his Magicam story. Okay, let's go. We've left Dad waiting long enough. Vil quickly turned towards the mirror and walked through. Jack hurried behind, used to the family rushing him along. The end. Do you want me to read the end author's notes too, or?
Okay. I don't care.
All right. Author's notes. That's literally all my brain could give me, but please, guys, it's so cute. I love them. I don't. I like Jack. Not Vil.
Yeah. I don't know.
Normally I wouldn't say this about someone's fic, but it's you, so I don't care.
I don't know why, but when I think of Jack, I don't see him with a social media presence because he was one of those kids that his parents were always like, no, you may not have your face online because some weirdo is going to find you.
Honestly, that's fair. I think he doesn't. I think it's canon that he's really not online all that much. Or at least, like, he's kind of the one I've seen that has made the least references to social media.
Yeah. He probably follows all those, like, buff workout videos, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, 1 or 3?
1.
Okay. So this is moving on to the next one now, in case that wasn't clear enough, unless you wanted to talk about some more.
Oh.
Okay. So this next one, huh?
I didn't know how to end it, so I was like, this works.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. But okay, so this next one is Love Languages by doxian? Doxian? Their name is in the description. Their links to their profile are in the description. Yeah. But Love Languages. This is Octotrio focused. Let me see. Okay. No major warnings, but there are tags for injury, so just a heads up. Summary. After Azul overblots, Joyd and My god. We're done. I'm done. We're not finishing with this. We're scrapping this, and we can re-record later.
Nope. How'd you say that again?
No, it's already been documented. I've said it before. Not on the podcast. It's Joyed and Flayed. Oh, not in the general. Not in the one where everyone can see it.
It's too late.
I hate you.
I love you too.
But no, Talissa and I were writing a chat fic like a year and a half ago. Then never finished it, never posted it. But that was the whole bit for the Tweels, was that they shared accounts, so they both had access to like whatever accounts, so that you never knew which Tweel you were talking to, and their names were Joyed and Flayed.
I almost choked on my water. I was like, water, and then you just said that. Okay. Anyway.
You can't tell me they wouldn't do that, though.
No, they would. They really would.
Anyway, Love Languages by Doxian. Summary. After Azul overplots, Floyd and Jade take matters into their own hands. Author's notes. Oh, there we go. The twins beat up Ruggy and some other Savannah Claws, so maybe skip the first half of the fic if you'd rather not read the aftermath of that. We'll have time codes in the description, if that's something you don't want. Also, let's just say they didn't all go on the Under the Sea field trip immediately after Azul overblotted. And then thanks to Joey for the brainstorming help, and Irin? Yrin for the beta.
I don't know.
Again, links to the fic and Doxian's profile are in the description and everything.
Little random about names. Since I started working at Starbucks, I've lost the ability to spell names. I spelled Brian as brain the other day. I had to go to this person and be like, I'm sorry, I spelled your name wrong. So yeah.
I don't usually have this much trouble pronouncing things, and I never really have had trouble spelling people's names. I'm always the person who, my dead name at least, obviously not, literally the word wonder, but like my dead name is very easy to misspell, and that's what I go by most of the time still, because transphobia. But I mean homophobia too, but mostly transphobia for this instance. Anyway, as the last of the Savannah Claws slumped to the ground, defeated, Jade feels truly calm for the first time since Azul overblotted. Hello?
Hello?
Why? What is that?
What? oh, hey, keep reading. Ignore my emotes.
No. Some uncomfortable restlessness within him, crackling like static electricity, going quiet at last. I thought your plan sounded boring, Jade, says Floyd from beside him, poking one of the unconscious students with his foot. But it turned out to be fun. Jade laughs. Oh, that's not how you reacted when I suggested it to you, if I recall correctly. He remembers the vengeful bloodlust that lit up Floyd's eyes as soon as he explained what he had in mind. In fact, he's fairly sure that Floyd would have gone on his own attack had Jade not made the first move. In fact, he's fairly sure that Floyd would have gone on his own attack had Jade not made the move first, and he wouldn't have been nearly as discreet about it. They're in a section of forest that has some of the Magic Club. Ugh, I hate. I know we rag on EN for the way they translate things and change names all the time. The one I stand by is Spell Drive.
Yeah.
Actually, also Thaumarks. But if I had to pick one, it would be Spell Drive. This is not a complaint about the fic. This is a complaint about the game itself. I hate the term Magif Club.
Is it Magif or is it going to be Magif?
I mean, because it's supposed to be magic. Magic lift.
I hate that.
Yeah. Anyway, again, not a complaint about the fic. Totally fair of them to use the word magift. It's a complaint about the game itself. I hate that word. Anyway, they're in a section of forest that some of the Magift Club members had selected for today's practice. It had been simple enough for Jade to acquire the club's schedule, hone in on a training session that involved smaller groups, then set up an ambush. I'm glad you decided to go along with it, Jade says, although I'm sure it would have turned out all right in any case. He turns his head to look at Floyd. His brother is standing still now, the set of his body relaxed and an easy smile on his face, in spite of, or perhaps because of, the scratches and bruises on his cheeks. If it weren't for those injuries, it would have been difficult to imagine that this was the same Floyd as the one from just moments prior, a flurry of vicious motion, his knuckles and shoes and knees meeting flesh in sickening crunches. Jade shivers pleasantly at the image. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, Reggie. Ugh, you two are something else. Jade tears his eyes away from Floyd at this new voice. Everyone is either knocked out or presumably too busy nursing their injured pride to engage the twins in conversation, but not Ruggie, apparently. Taken us by surprise like that, Ruggie says from where he's sitting on the ground. He sounds like he's speaking around a big piece of hard candy, or through a swollen mouth. One of his eyes is swollen too. It will probably blacken later. You gotta feel proud of yourselves for such a lily-livered fight. Oh, Ruggie-san, Jade chuckles. You know as well as we do that bravery has no bearing on good strategy. Would you not have done the same yourself? Huh? Oh. Raymora-chan would have pushed us down some stairs with his unique magic so he wouldn't have to fight with us at all. Floyd laughs, then his expression abruptly darkens. Don't act so high and mighty. Want to go again? Excuse me. He raises a fist and makes to stride over to Ruggie, but Jade rests a hand lightly on his arm. Now, Floyd, let's not overdo it. He's a little tempted to let his brother run wild like he clearly wants to, but he also doesn't want to provoke Leona so much that he decides to retaliate. I believe we've made our point. And what's that? Demands Ruggie. That next time your dear dorm head has the opportunity to interfere with what's ours, he might want to reconsider, says Jade. He spots a spatter of blood that isn't his across the back of one hand, makes a show of licking it away. Unless he's ready for us to pay him back in kind again. Jade lets the blood coat his taste buds before he swallows. It's richer somehow, with a complicated quality he can't quite place. The flavor of justice, perhaps? Are you talking about what happened with Azul? He was the one who overblooded and got hurt. That has nothing to do with us. The image of Azul in overblot flashes into Jade's mind. Steeped in inky toxicity, inching closer to his own demise with every dizzyingly powerful magical attack. I really do want to scrap this. No, I'm just kidding. I keep messing up.
You're doing so good.
This is why I don't do cold reads very often. Although I have been wanting to get into doing more. But, oh well. Sorry. After Leonis destroyed his contracts, points out Jade, acid creeping into his otherwise level tone, I believe you understand the situation clearly, Regi-san. He can still feel Floyd vibrating next to him with a desire to strike, coiled tight like a spring. It's time to take our leave, Floyd. Floyd grumbles, but he follows when Jade walks away in the direction of the main campus. Wait. Jade turns back round. What is it now, Regi-san? I still have my shift at the Mostra Lounge this week, right? Jade smiles. Of course. Floyd slings an arm over Jade's shoulder companionably as they leave, pulling his brother flush against his side. Ah, now this is more like it. I feel tons better. Me too, admits Jade, now that we have set things right. Floyd grins, showing all his teeth, and Jade finds himself grinning back. And that's a scene break, and I'm gonna drink some water, because obviously I need it.
I drank all my water, and I kind of want to go and grab more, but I won't. I'll suffer. It's okay.
Well, I'm gonna need more.
Yeah, you'll need
for the
more,
longer one.
But I won't.
So we'll finish this one, read your second one, and then we'll take a quick break to refill waters.
Water break. during that water
Yeah.
break, we also expect you to get some water because drinking water is good for you.
Yep. We've got a couple more 100 words before that, though, so don't worry. All right, so scene break, and then a few quick cleaning and cosmetic spells later, they return to their dorm. Azul is in bed, which is just how they left him, but he's also sitting up surrounded by documents, which is very much not just how they left him. Where have you two been? He demands by way of greeting. I've required your help, and you were nowhere to be found. Just taking care of some business, Jade says smoothly. Aren't you supposed to be resting? The headmaster said not to strain yourself. I've rested enough. I feel fine, and I've been refraining from using my magic as requested. I haven't even gotten out of bed to brew tea, although I could have done with some. He rifles through some of the papers. Meanwhile, we're getting behind. The shipment of the new drink we've been planning on offering is scheduled to come in soon, and he's interrupted by Floyd flopping on the bed, sprawling out and sending a few of the papers flying. The ones that aren't unceremoniously banished from the bed end up crumpled under him. Floyd! Jade sits on Azul's other side and presses the back of his hand to Azul's forehead. They almost definitely heard me upstairs.
Oh. It's okay.
I'm recording in my basement, if that isn't clear. When I'm home, I record in my basement. And I know for a fact my parents heard me just now. Oh well. Actually, when I'm home, as if I'm not going to be home for the next 3 months. Anyway. Jade sits on Azul's other side and presses the back of his hand to Azul's forehead. His body temperature feels normal, and he has more color in his cheeks compared to when he'd passed out. Jade exhales slowly through his nose, feeling himself relax. Azul really is on the mend then. Good. You work too much, Azul, Floyd complains. I agree, says Jade. The paperwork will still be here when you recover. Azul clicks his tongue peevishly. You two sound like mermen who care scarily little about our profit margins. His reprimands fade into background noise as Jade gets up again and leaves the room, heading to Mostra Lounge's kitchen. Preparing a pot of Azul's favorite tea is short work. Jade has done it so many times that he could probably do so in his sleep. He returns with a tray, carefully balancing it on one hand so that he can open the bedroom door. Azul is still grousing, albeit now at Floyd for his new position on the bed, attached to Azul's side, much like the twins' namesake, winding his arms around Azul's middle and shoving his face into Azul's hip. Floyd, please, you're in the way. Jade sets the tray down on Azul's nightstand amid the hubbub, pouring a cup. Oh, Jade, thank you, Azul says, accepting the cup when Jade offers it along with a saucer. With his hands full and his paperwork and makeshift workspace having been given the Floyd treatment, he finally gives up on trying to work in bed, for the moment at least. Jade watches as Azul leans back against the pillows at the headboard and sips his tea with obvious relish. None of them say anything for a while. Jade watches Azul drink and Floyd continues to cling, fidgeting with his legs every now and then. Eventually, though, Azul eyes Floyd's shirt and it sits up a little straighter. Is that blood? He asks, his eyes narrowing. Jade's gaze snaps to Floyd's shirt. Azul is right. There's a spatter of red at Floyd's collar. They'd cleaned the stains off their clothes and even cast a temporary glamour on Floyd's face to hide his injuries, but they'd missed a trace. Someone messaged me. I did say that we were taking care of business. Jade responds with a smile, not missing a beat. I haven't mentioned this on the podcast yet, but it's voice team season. So my team is planning things for challenges, and yeah, I'm very excited. We're up to some fun things. If you're into MBZS, check out my main profile and probably where those will go up. Anyway.
Not the self-promo in the middle of the end of the fic.
I self-promo my podfics all the time.
I know.
That's the whole point of these episodes, of the bedtime story episodes. Anyway, almost done. And then I'll self-promo some more because I do have another thing to promo.
If you weren't aware, these fics are just self-promo for us.
Yes, that too.
Self-promoting.
Kaden's writing my podficking. Check us out.
Check us out.
Also join our Discord. Anyway.
You can give
I
me
did say
better
that we-
ideas for fics.
Yes, ones that could be actually good.
And by better, I mean worse ideas to bother Wonder with.
I'm moving on. I did say that we were taking care of business, Jade responds with a smile, not missing a beat. I don't remember asking you to take care of anyone recently. It was a personal matter, Jade says. At the same time, Floyd comments, What, do you have to okay everyone we beat up now, Azul? I misread that, but it's okay. Azul huffs but doesn't press them further, draining the last of his tea. Not so long as you make sure whatever trouble you get into doesn't affect business. As soon as Azul is done drinking, Jade moves to take the cup and saucer from him, their fingers brushing briefly. He replaces the china on the nightstand, and when he turns back around, he meets Floyd's gaze over Azul, sitting between them. Floyd's expression mirrors Jade's own, conveying the same thing that Jade is thinking. When it comes to threats against Azul's life, they have their own books to balance, regardless of whether Azul knows or approves of it or not. You can rest assured that it won't, Jade says with another smile. And that's the end of that fic.
Yay! I really like it. I'm not gonna lie,
yeah.
I zoned out a bit, but like I heard the entire thing.
Yeah. This is Doxian writes really good Octatrio. I really like their stuff. And if you want to hear me read some more of it, be on the lookout around mid-January because Polypod Week is fast approaching. It's basically a week-long celebration of podfics about poly relationships, and I'm hopefully planning to record another one of Doxian's Octatrio because, yeah, I really like it.
I found a crayon in my drawer, so I've been coloring.
Oh, fun!
It's not
I'm
even
just
a
sitting-
full crayon.
I'm just sitting in a rocking chair and covered in blankets and my weighted pillow. Cause it's a corner of my basement.
It's like literally a fourth of a crayon, and it's barely anything now.
All right. One more, and then we'll take our quick water break. And again, if you did not hear, because I don't know when I'm going to put the timestamp to skip to yet, I'll figure that out when I edit. But we're going to read this one, then take a quick break for water, and that is for us to refill our water bottles, and for you to go take a drink, because we've been here for a long time already, and we'll be here for a long time after.
Yay! But good thing this next one is like only 200 words.
Yeah, 300.
300, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. And this is It Was Only Supposed to Be One, again by Caden18, aka our resident asshole.
That's me!
I did not expect you to be happy about that. Okay. Anyway.
I'm just saying,
Okay. Summary, Idia finds a new unhealthy coping mechanism to deal with his anxiety. So I guess trigger warnings for this one are smoking.
Yeah.
Should have been, unless, yeah. No, it's in the text and in the author's note, which I am going to read. So author's note, my friend thought of the idea of Idia lighting a cigarette with his hair, so now there is this. Hope someone simps for it as much as I do. Heart. Which one of us was that?
I am not sure.
It was probably Talissa.
No. I don't think it. I think it was you. I'm gonna be so
Really?
honest. I
don't
think,
like I don't like
know.
smoking though. I don't like thinking about smoking though.
It might have been a friend outside of this. Who's when I was like, oh, his hair's fire, they might have been like, oh, what if you lit a cigarette with it? And I was like, oh wow.
Oh, this was you posted this over a year ago now, so I don't feel like going back in our chat that far.
Yeah. I do want to say I want to make a follow-up to this one where he learns about vapes. Cause my boy is out there with his vapes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
nice short one. It all fits on one screen. My laptop.
Wow.
No, it's good.
No, yeah.
Okay. So it was only supposed to be won by Caden 18. It wasn't like he wanted to start. No, it was just a way to deal with anxiety. No one would even know. Orto can't smell, and he created an air vent to detox the air of any lingering scents. Idia had started smoking. He did it after an online gaming friend suggested it for his anxiety. I hope that's not Lilia.
I don't think so.
Okay. Said that he used it to calm his own. Idia thought it might be a good idea to try. It's not that he didn't know of the repercussions on his health, but the energy drinks aren't that healthy either. So he bought a pack of cigarettes. Just one. Online. He had them delivered. Idia took the cigarette in his hand for the first time, rolling it between his fingers, testing the feel of it. He placed it on his lips. He had placed it the wrong way. He turned it around after tasting the nasty feel of the nicotine. The filter was in his mouth now, held between his lips. He had taken a deep breath in and started to panic. No, this was not the time. He needs to try. Idia moved his hair to use to light the cigarette on his... Yeah. I was doing so good.
You're doing so good.
Idia moved his hair to use to light the cigarette on his lips. It was lit. He was smoking. He had only one. But now it calmed him so much he was even able to attend IRL to the house warden meetings. So he kept having more. He would light it with his hair and smoke it till the last of it was puffed, and then he would take a big chug of his energy drink before the day started. It was only supposed to be one. The end!
Yay.
Woo.
I don't know. I feel like his online gaming friend who suggested the cigarettes was not Lilia, but the one who suggests the vape is Lilia.
Oh, God. I don't even know what to say.
He just like sees Lilia and Lilia's like, you want to hit him my mango ice? Can you tell I do not smoke? Anything I know about smoking was from my ex and all of my coworkers who have literally, I go into work and there's at least one vape sitting in the back being charged. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Well, then should we do our quick water break? Because we've been here for a half hour, and we'll probably be here for about 45 more minutes with one fic.
Yep. Okay. I don't want to listen to this one.
Too bad. It was. Do you want me to? We'll still take a water break, but do you want me to look for another one?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll listen to it. It's okay.
All right.
I can. Oh my god. Okay. So before we go on our water break, I did find this really cool Jamil fan art, and I showed everyone. It's right there in the fan art tab. It's so cool.
Cool.
And I hate this man. Okay, so why would I show you cool fan art? Because it's cool. It did not have.
Oh yeah, that is very pretty.
Yeah,
it's a very pretty piece of art. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Water break.
Okay. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. But also, I really hope you did get a drink of water. But also, in case you were looking at the duration of this episode, and also the fics that are linked in the description, and going, what the fuck are you talking about? 8,000 words of Cali Jammy. I'm sorry. We talked about it some more while we were doing our water break, and we decided that both of us just kind of don't have the energy for that right now. Yeah. So what we're gonna do instead, another Azu Jade one by the same author, foxyexy, but a different fic, shorter one, I'm gonna mute my laptop. You're not on my laptop. Don't worry. You're on my phone. Because
You're
people
gonna
keep
mute
messaging me. No, I'm not. I've muted everyone else. But I will record that Callie Jammy one on my own because it does genuinely seem interesting to me. I just don't have the energy for it right now. But so that'll go up on my main account. Yeah, at some point eventually.
I don't have the energy to listen to Callie Jammy.
Yeah.
I don't.
I will also warn for this one that we decided to go with instead. There are references to The Last of Us in it. I have not seen The Last of Us. I have what the fuck is it called? Kinemortophobia, which is zombie phobia. So I'm gonna rate it. We're gonna be careful. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if this episode even goes up.
I did skim it. Yeah. But I'm really bad at reading, so yeah.
So yeah. But yeah. Again, I don't mean to say anything mean about the author. This is on me. I did not realize what this was about when I picked it. I was just looking for something quick that had blanket permission because we don't have time to ask anyone at this point.
Yeah.
But so this is Fungi makes a Fun Guy by foxyexy. Summary. Sometimes Jade blackmailing Azul to get what he wants can be funny, actually. Sometimes it is something extremely silly, but something that also makes Azul want to tear his hair out. And sometimes mushrooms are involved. Author's notes. Content warning, slight The Last of Us TV show spoilers, slight body horror mention regarding TLOU. More detailed and spoilery warnings in the end notes. Should I read that or... Yeah, I'm going to. So this is the detailed warning from the end note. More detailed warning, which is also the slight spoiler. Body horror mentioned regarding briefly talking about the zombie fungus infection growing under skin. Fun.
Yeah.
And then more author's notes from the beginning. I remain sad about Twisted Wonderland's selection of fics when it comes to non-U ones. True.
I don't.
I do. I don't like reader inserts. In case that hasn't been very clear.
I don't think I've made this clear, but I love reader inserts. I don't know why, but it's not because I'm being added into the fic. It's because I just love being able to give the reader its own name and not have to worry about anything else. And to be honest,
like
most of the time,
basically making an OC. Right?
Yeah, it's basically just YN. That's your name, YN. Or you. That's your name. You don't actually get a name. You're not me. You're just YN.
Yeah, I'm okay with, like, in Twisted Wonderland specifically, I'm okay with you, like, if they're in the fic as a character, like with Dude and Bro, like, that's okay. But if they're supposed to be, the reader, I don't like that. It's just not appealing to me.
That's fair.
I don't like reading about myself. I like reading about my what did Danny Mata call them? I like reading about my hot little anime boys.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like
that's
just
how
thinking...
Danny Mata referred to them in his video. Everyone, check that off your bingo.
Yeah.
Card.
I also just like thinking that I'm in the fic, so I can change it as I want.
That is funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of, I came up with a cute little idea where it's gonna be YN and Wonder's gonna read it because I think Wonder will like it anyway.
No.
But not right now. Not right now. Don't worry.
Like the theme and plot of it, I do find that funny, but I please no reader insert. I hate it. I can't it's hard to podfic reader insert too.
Yeah.
You saw how I struggled last year with the one that Talissa gave me.
I'm just gonna literally put you as the character. I'll be like, this is Wonder. Wonder walked into this place.
Well, actually, then that's fine. I don't care about that.
Okay.
If you want to write me into Twisted Wonderland, that's okay. Anyway, there's more, and we haven't even actually read the fic yet.
I'm sorry.
More author's notes. B, TLOU watching for the fungi Jade really felt like it had to happen since I'm not even mushroom obsessed and I find their new zombie lore cool. So C, I slide this across the table to you, and D, regarding the title, I'm an internet dad, you can't expect better from me and I won't apologize.
Yes.
Adding Ken, I am looking... there's a little emoji face. This is for you. I am dipping my toes in the Octavinelle water for your boys. Hopefully I'm doing him justice. Definitely not as well versed in this dorm. LMAO. I'm sorry for picking 2 Octavinelle fics, but I've just been on an Octatrio kick lately, okay?
Really?
And
I
also,
can tell.
Yeah, and also, no Malorito fics have blanket permission. Literally the only one that does is mine, and I'm not reading that on this podcast.
I will.
No. Have you even read it?
Get this podcast to 100 followers, and I will read it.
No. No. Even harder. Get 50 people in our Discord, and I'll let you read it.
Join our Discord so I can read it. Oh my god!
And that will not be public. That will be as a live event on our Discord, because I like that's not getting posted. I don't want that posted. That is my one. That is my one blanket no for podfic.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Okay,
you can still
I'm
read
gonna
it.
write up something.
Anyway, so this is Fungi Makes a Fun Guy by foxyexy. Absolutely fascinating. Azul rubs his temple and tries once again to focus on the paperwork spread across the desk in front of him. Another shrieking inhuman scream and gunfire tinily echoes across the Mostra Lounge's VIP room, and Azul drops the quill pen he's been marking up a contract with. Jade. Yes, Azul? Jade's voice is pleasant and measured. Ah, that was not at all pleasant and measured. Oh, I've said it before and I'll say it again. My biggest bane as a podficker is dialogue tags after the dialogue, which is unfortunately how I prefer to write.
Same. Isn't that how you're supposed to write?
You can do dialogue tags before. It
looks wrong.
Yeah, it sounds better to do them after. Yeah. Anyway, yes, Azul. Jade's voice is pleasant and measured. There we go, as usual. And though he looks up to meet Azul's eyes with those intent mismatched ones, the distractingly loud sounds coming from his phone don't cease. What on earth are you doing? Watching a show. Did you know that they chose to incorporate the real-life phenomenon of fungi forming a network that can communicate with each other into this fictitious outbreak of human fungal infection? I find it endlessly intriguing. I wanted to get through that all in one breath, but I ran out. That just seems like the sentence that should be said all in one breath. Like the sort of sentence.
Yeah.
Anyway. An explosion from the phone shatters the quiet. Jade's placid smile does not flicker. Jade, frankly, if I have to listen to another moment of this godforsaken show, 7 help me, you will not have a working phone much longer. What the fuck was that? I saw your icon.
What? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm typing up.
You're just documenting that for prosperity so that you can hold it over me and make it a legitimate thing.
Yeah, I'm going to post it. I just need to...
Oh, okay. But Azul, how will I field your business calls? You and I both know that Floyd forgets to charge his phone for days at a time. How? I could not live. So I doubt you'll find much help there either. I don't doubt that Floyd could. I just could not.
I genuinely think Floyd is one of those freaks who watches sorry, who like watches that red pill content.
Oh god, no.
Or like he watches those animal hunting videos. I don't know.
Ugh.
I had a friend like that who would
I'd-
watch like deer hunting videos, and it was usually like deer accidents, and I was like, can we not?
No. If anyone in Twisted Wonderland does that shit, it's Rook.
Oh yeah, no.
That is the only character that I will allow that headcanon for.
Floyd definitely watches car crash videos though.
Oh god.
You can't tell me.
I'm moving on. Oh, the slightest lift of his eyebrows, the tiniest twitch at the corners of his mouth. He knows what he's doing. Azul's hands resting on the desk are gathering into fists, taking paper with them, and he has to resist the urge to crumple his documents. Floyd may be loudly and proudly a little shit, but Jade's brand of being difficult is all the more likely to get under Azul's skin. Headphones, if you please. Oh, but I'm afraid I left mine at the dorm. Azul narrowed his eyes. You're up to something. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. What do you want? Jade innocently examines one of his gloves. Blech. Jade innocently examines one of his gloves, picking imaginary lint off. You know, I happen to have cultivated a remarkable new... What? Matsutake? I happen to have cultivated a remarkable new matsutake crop, and I see where this is going. Azul stalks from his desk to poke Jade in the chest. You want to feed me mushrooms again. I've told you I am sick of it. A flash of sharp teeth, not a sharp flash of teeth. A flash of sharp teeth. I don't want to feed you mushrooms. No, I don't want to feed you mushrooms, Azul. I merely think the lounge could use... Oh my god. I'm taking a drink. This is... It doesn't help, at least my brain, that their voices are identical when I do them. I have the same voice for both of them. But I don't know what else to do with my voice. I don't want to feed you mushrooms, Azul. I merely think the lounge could use some more dishes incorporating them on our menu. But if you disagree, by all means, I shall return to my show. Kill me. I was going to say shoe.
Who the fuck are you?
I don't know. Oh god. I shall return to my show and not speak of it again.
Oh, okay.
The volume turns up. Look, the infected humans no longer have the ability to think or speak, but they communicate nonetheless through the fungi system. Oh, do you see the way it has grown underneath the skin? Marvelous. I am utterly engrossed. I hate zombies. A low blow, Jade, mutters Azul. On your head be the lost revenue when our guests get tired. When our guests tire of your fungi. I cannot imagine stomaching any of the stuff after watching that. Jade catches his hand as he turns away, however, and he's finally paused the TV show as he tugs Azul back, his lips brushing against the back of Azul's black leather glove. Jade's eyes glitter up at him, even more pleased than normal. Your dedication to our lounge is truly admirable. I promise you, I will not allow the new dishes to disappoint a single patron. Azul does not fluster, thank you. But he does press his lips together and look away with a rapidly heating face as he clears his throat. Yes, well, good. Do I detect embarrassment, dear house warden? Amusement colors Jade's voice, just as Azul knows a flush is coloring his cheeks. Be quiet, Jade. Of course. And quiet he remains. But Azul did not specify that all manner of teasing stop, the more fool. But Azul did not specify that all manner of teasing stop, the more fool him. I don't know if I'm overthinking that, but something about it feels off. Because instead of releasing Azul to let him return to his work, Jade pulls again at Azul's hand, drawing him in further, and slowly, carefully peppers kisses up his arm, then turns his hand over to begin doing the same to the slightest bit of skin of his inner wrist from the sleeve riding up. Jade! A smirk, a silent but clear question of what? And Azul detangles himself from Jade's grasp to grab his face, squishing it between his hands. I've given you what you wanted. What are you doing now? Speak. I feel rather like a Savannah Claw dog now. But I am doing nothing, House Warden. Merely expressing my appreciation for you and your hard work, your patience, your face when I express that appreciation. Azul is ready to open his mouth again to rebuke his vice house. Oh my god. What is happening? Azul is ready to open his mouth again to rebuke his vice house warden when the door slams open, smacking soundly into the wall before swinging back shut. They both turn to stare at the disruptive newcomer. Floyd flops onto the couch opposite them, giving a lazy salute. Heyo. Ugh, gross. Are you two flirting again? He wrinkles his nose. Azul releases Jade's face, straightening his school uniform blazer to pull himself back together and return to his paperwork. He sits back down and picks up his pen, trying to regain his composure. Not that it would be any of your business, Floyd, but we are not. We were having a business discussion. So boring, then. Okay, I'm taking a nap until we do something fun. Oh, were you having a business discussion with me, Azul? I was flirting.
Okay. When Azul's like, we were having a business discussion, it sounds like Mary Cooper from Young Sheldon. I don't know. Anyway.
I haven't seen it, so.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Oh, ignore me. Keep going. You'll see.
Oh god. Azul fails at maintaining his composure as his quill skids across the page in a large splotch of ink. Floyd opens the eyes he'd closed to make a pained face up at the ceiling. Yuck. How do you two even flirt, anyway? Passing notes on the back of income graphs or something? We do not flirt, Azul insists again, at the same time that Jade says, with mushrooms. What? Floyd does not get any answers to his question as Azul grabs the nearest couch cushion to hurl it at Jade's head, and Jade ducks the toss, chuckling as he scoops up his phone and escapes the room, only pausing at the door to throw out a casual, "Don't forget your promise," with a wink at Azul. Don't worry, Jade, Azul called sourly, as Floyd looks between his twin and Azul in both in continued bewilderment. With an incline of Jade's head, the door is pulled much more quietly shut behind his vice house warden. Only then does Azul allow the small grin to slowly spread across his face as he daubs away excess ink, his dry mutter only for his own ears. I can never forget your precious fungi.
Aww. Ew.
I actually really like Azzy Jade. I mean, I love all three of them. That is my preferred dynamic. But if I had to pick a monogamous ship between the three of them, it would be Azzy Jade.
You know, like when you're watching a movie with your parents and the characters on the screen start kissing and you're like, ew, because you have to because your parents are in the room?
No.
Okay, well, I do that. Cookie, knock it off. But yeah, that's just how I feel about this. It's like sitting there. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway. So that's the end of the fic, by the way. There are author's notes, though, and I want to read this because it is funny. So, author's notes. No one, Jade, turns up the flirting after he's given the green light on feeding people his fungi. Anyway, I spent too long rereading their arc and vignettes to try and capture their voices. Hope I did okay, LMAO. More of a heart-steal on the brain guy than an Octave and L one, but fuck it, alright for this whole ass school, TBH. Gotta diversify this portfolio of twist fic.
Yay!
We're almost done. I caved and made a Twist of Wonderland Tumblr blog, LMAO. Please check it out at KK Diamond if you want to follow them. And consider adding to my single-digit follower count, LMAO. I want to post original stuff, but it is seen by no one currently. Or you can check out links to my other socials with cosplay and other content in my card here. Divas Cruel and Cater Diamond are indeed among those cosplays
Really?
in
Oh my God.
abundance on TikTok in particular. Comments keep me going. Please do leave them, and I'll adore you.
Shut up! I'm going on TikTok right now.
Want. Again, what?
I said I'm going on TikTok right now.
Yeah, go check them out if you want. Again, links to definitely the fics will be in the description. And then, from there you can get all their profile information. I'm not sure if I'll link their profiles. I know AO3 does it automatically, but I don't remember if we did it for the other one last year on Spotify and YouTube. But yeah. I don't know if we have anything else to say. Join our Discord.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to post it soon, but if we get to 50 Discord people, and this does not include bots because that's lazy and I can just add as many bots as I want.
God. I
flipped my hair for that, by the way. I just need you to know that.
Again, do you even know what my fic, my one Twist of Wonderland fic I've written is about?
Nope. Yeah. You know what I can do, though, is I can just sneak right into your thing and look it up.
I was just going to send a link if you want that.
You could also do that. That's also an option. Or I could just look right now.
Or you can do that. If you can even find it buried beneath all of our episodes.
I don't want a collection. I want not a collection.
What are you even looking at?
In your thing. Okay, it's probably before all the pods.
Huh?
Where is it? Gasp. Why is it not here? I'm sad.
Here, give me a second. I will send it.
Yeah, you better. As guest. They did a 707.
Huh?
Okay. No, never mind. Ignore me.
There you go. It's in our Discord now. Which, if you want to check that out, again, join our Discord.
That's a lot of words to read. I can't read, guys. I can't read.
It's not even that long. It's 3,500 words. I read more than that today.
I didn't even read the title, and I was like, it's too many words. I didn't even click on it.
You're just looking at the block from AO3 linker?
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's a lot of words. Yeah. Oh, bye. Boing, boing.
Oh, God.
That's been stuck in my head all day, and I've been doing the little dance at work, and my coworkers are like, what are you doing? Anyway.
You want to know what I've had stuck in my head all day?
What?
Well, I mean, between the Ithaca Saga, which you should check out, is very good and made me cry. Dominic the Donkey.
Dominic the Donkey.
Have you not heard
Apparently
of Dominic the Donkey? Oh my God. Well, we are going to end the podcast now so that I can make Caden listen to the torture that is Dominic the Donkey. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. We enjoy talking with everyone and have expanded to more socials, which are linked in our link tree. Have a good day and see you next episode.